Hello, this is Steve, and you're watching Smoking Cardboard with my wonderful wife,
Hello.
Krista. I'm smoking my Martinsky pipe, and I'm smoking some St. Bruno Ready Rub.
I'm enjoying some Knob Creek out of my new mug from Sea Smoke Pipes. Eric Weaver.
Yep.
I was excited that he made some more mugs and put them up there because the last one he made me, I loved it so much, and then I smashed it because I am the clumsiest person in our house.
Yeah. I think your hands are going half of the speed that your brain is going. Or you just have a lot of confidence in your automated motor skills.
Yep.
That you don't think about what you're doing and your hands are still learning and they're very confused.
Yeah. I've broken more things in our house than everybody else combined, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Glasses, plates.
Yeah.
Can't be trusted. One Halloween, I'll walk around the neighborhood with our kids, and it's Wisconsin, so everybody's just drinking beers. I had mittens on, and somebody handed me a beer, and I was like, oh, sweet, I'll walk around with this beer and enjoy it. And I dropped it 3 times, and it didn't break. And they were like, why don't you take off your mittens? I was like, that's a good idea. Just not a thinker.
So we've been meaning to get another video together for a long while,
Yeah.
but we kept putting it off, so hopefully y'all can hear us because we're outside because it's beautiful out.
Yeah, we've had such a good weekend. The weather's been great. Perfect for here.
Yeah, I got to do the roofing yesterday though. It was a little hot for that. I'm feeling it today. We went to a brewery today, a local one.
Mm-hmm.
Both had the Belgian ale. It's really delicious drink.
Yeah, it's just their flagship beer, the original one that started the brewery, and it's a classic. It's delicious.
I have to get her excited about beer so I can get her to play a board game with me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only way she'll play.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, beer? Oh, I'll play a game, sure.
Do I get treats?
So that was fun. We've been enjoying some other beers. I've been enjoying this Lakefront Brewery Wisconsinite. It's a Weiss 5.2. Really tasty beer. Apparently doesn't have enough flavor for Krista.
No, I like the full flavored beers. I found this Doppelbock when we went to the Growler guys. They just have a bunch of taps. I don't know if that's nationwide or not.
No.
But it's
Wisconsin.
this is a Wisconsin beer, 8.1%, and Doppelbocks. I love Bocks. Those
I
are
do
flavors
not.
I like. I like the maltiness. Scotch ales. My box.
But the one we really like, both of us like, is this one out of California. What's it? North Coast Brewing, the Prankster. The
Yeah.
Belgian Gold.
It's delicious.
Mm.
It is a full flavored golden ale, Belgian style golden ale. 7.6%. Smooth. It doesn't taste boozy.
No,
There's
it's
just
so good.
Yeah.
It's clean, crisp.
Yeah.
Yeah. it's
Not
good.
too expensive in Wisconsin anyway.
I think it's still like $2 a bottle.
Right. It's like $8.99 for a 4-pack.
But it's
Which
good.
is reasonable to me, I guess, because I bought it.
Well, you drink all the really strong beers, which a lot of times she likes ones that are like $4 a can.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're limited. They're barrel aged and all that. I don't know.
Yeah. Good stuff.
Anyway, so we had quite the night last night, right?
Yeah. You were putting the boys to bed, and then our youngest came down screaming and crying because his eye hurt so bad. I'm not an obstetrician. We were just like, let's put some drops in it, see if there's anything in there. Open your eye. And he just couldn't. He was in so much pain and just sobbing. We were trying to flush it out with saline, trying to get him to go to sleep because it was just late, and you think like he's probably overtired.
And he went back down and then got back up, and then we tried to flush it again, and then he went back down, and then you got up later, and then we got angry at each other because we didn't know what to do, and then we just took him to the hospital, and
Yeah.
I guess he's got a
Scratched cornea.
scratched cornea.
It's 1 o'clock in the morning. Went to the ER with our youngest. Glad we did. I don't know anything about eyes, and it was helpful to have somebody who knew help me get antibiotics and help him feel better and settle down, and we got in and out of the ER in an hour.
Which is crazy fast. I'm sure no discount to that bill that we'll receive for that. Oh well.
Yeah, and then we tried to get as much sleep as we could after
Yeah.
2 in the morning,
3 o'clock.
3 o'clock.
Yes, because it was, you left. Yeah, I guess it was around 1. Got
Yeah.
back around 2:30.
We did all right. We can sleep in when we really set our minds to it.
I tried. I was still hurting from the roofing job.
Yeah.
Sore all over. But. And then I posted the cellar video. How do you feel about the size of my cellar? Everyone seemed to be I got words thrown around. Oh, that's not a cellar, you're a curator. Or a hoarder.
Yeah, I didn't watch the whole video. It was just,
Oh,
it
you
was
did watch some of
overwhelming. I was like skipping. And then I was like, yeah, I know where all this stuff is. But as far as curator, like, I don't know anything about your collection to be like, oh, he's got the highbrow stuff. He's really made a collection of fine things. It's just like, that's a lot. That's more. Oh, there's more.
Yeah,
But
I think
I've been fine with your collection.
right. I mean, it hasn't caused a real strain on us in a negative way. It's just kind of been I just feel like the prices are gonna go crazy, or stuff's not gonna be available. But I was telling you about, I feel like the lesson learned would be just forget about prices, get what you like the best. Just taste all the stuff and try all the things without just avoiding stuff because it's expensive.
Yeah, and I feel like that's relatable to many different things. You
Yeah.
could be content with something else, but if you can, get what you really want, because you'll be much happier with it.
Yeah, but I've been kind of purposely avoiding tobaccos that are no longer made, that I'd have never tried, because I don't really want to try them and then want them all of a sudden, and then try to spend bucos to acquire it. So
Hey, I even told you where the new tobacco store was in town.
yeah, but they're not open yet. It's like a potential tobacco store.
Must be. It's such a sad area of town. Of course there would be a tobacco store.
What? They're adding new stuff there.
Yeah.
making it nicer. Chipotle's gonna come in. I don't know
I
what
like
else
Chipotle.
gonna be in that other building. It's gonna
It's
get
the
too much.
optical, Shopko Optical is moving up there to get out of the CD strip mall.
I know, but what's going with the O'Leary's and
That's going to be student housing. For
oh
the
right, student
university.
housing. Anyway, exciting stuff, I'm sure, for you all.
It's a college town where we live, so I think they're always thinking about where they can put more students.
Yeah.
So they're just taking out an old hotel and restaurant and bar and adding more student housing.
Yeah, I think there's probably an issue with contention of the city kind of growing and buying up the rental or renting out the rental houses, so now the students have less rental houses and are looking for other stuff. I don't really
Maybe.
know.
Mm-hmm.
We seem to be investing a lot in this city, putting up new things, expanding it, adding a lot of apartments at the moment, so
There's always room for more breweries. I just feel like we can support them.
yeah, if you're good.
I think they're all doing well.
Yeah, I'm not sure about
Cape Point?
ambiguous. That's what it is.
Yeah.
I don't know. We're not really IPA drinkers, so if that's mainly what they brew, then we're not super interested in going there. But I know the majority of people, it's the opposite.
Yeah, we just don't get excited about it. Like, if I go somewhere, I'll try one or drink one, and maybe I'd enjoy it, but I'm never, like, excited about it.
Yeah.
We had our foster babies this past weekend. Just had them a couple nights, and our neighbors invited me over to a bonfire. So we usually hang out a few times over the summer, and so I just tried to bring the toddlers along, and they played on the swing set while I was enjoying their company.
I was playing board games.
Steve was gone with other people. But then our little guy comes up and starts chatting to all of us, and I was like, oh my goodness, his pants look wet, and he wears a diaper. And so then he turns around, and he just had an accident all the way up his back. And he's almost 3, so that's infant stuff. That's unhealthy stomach issues. And so I got him home and cleaned it all up and was yelling at the kids like, please help me get the other baby inside so I can bathe them, and put everything in the washing machine and cleaned his clothes and got him dressed and ready for bed and was brushing their teeth. And then he throws up so much all over the bathroom. Start all over again, take off his pajamas, wash him, clean him up, get him dressed. Ugh. This always happens when Steve is gone.
It's my fault.
To be fair, he throws up quite a bit.
He's pretty sensitive.
He's got a strong gag reflex.
Like if he accidentally touches like under his chin or something like that, it's like
He'll gag.
So he'll try to like brush his teeth, and you like hold his chin or something like that, and you're like accidentally touch his neck, and it's like
Okay. Mm-hmm.
you're like,
Really
oh, sorry.
upsetting.
Poor guy. Yeah, I'm sure we all have our quirks. Nah. I don't know.
What season are we on of the Amazing
Oh my
Race?
gosh. Is it 7?
We've just been flying through the seasons of The Amazing Race. So I don't really like reality TV. Like, I never watched Survivor or any of those shows, The Amazing Race. I never did. But I think you did. You like those sorts of shows?
Well, growing up, yeah, we would watch a couple of them. Like, we watched Survivor when that first came out, and then we watched some other ones, you know, like, I don't know. We kind of like the cooking ones.
Sometimes.
Like Chopped and Hell's Kitchen and
Yeah, we're on
Worst
season 6.
Cooks of America. And but this one I always liked, the Amazing Race, because I felt like the story always kind of told itself, where they weren't kind of like writing the story
Yeah.
to like try to make it interesting, like make people do crazy stuff. This one was more just kind of authentic.
Yeah. And Hulu has all the seasons. So we just started at the first season, which was like the year 2000 or 1999.
And going back to the square picture, that's all granulated. It's like, oh my gosh. Yeah, I remember this.
Yeah.
This is crazy. And it was before like 9/11, where like they didn't have to go through security or anything.
Yeah. No one had cell phones to get around, get directions.
Yeah, I'm curious if the current show is still you win $1 million, because over the 20 years, there's no way that from like year 2000, $1 million is the same as $1 million now.
It's pretty marginal.
I'm sure someone would be just excited to get $1 million, but it's not the same.
Sure.
But we get kind of work. Krista gets triggered by some of these contestants.
Yes.
Krista's easily triggered.
Yeah, there's this couple in this series. They're married, and they're both very immature. But he just screams at her, like in public, in front of anybody, and will like push her.
Puts her down, like he insults her all the time.
Insults her all the time.
And yeah, and just says how everything's her fault when, I don't know, it's bad.
Oh, it just makes my blood boil.
But then there was that other people that were in Africa, in an impoverished area, like you could tell it was just not very modern, and she was just talking trash about the whole place. It was like,
she just acted so privileged. It was disgusting.
It was.
Just no appreciation that people can live differently than you, or that they are doing just fine.
Yeah, it was kind of
No appreciation that this is a different culture and a different situation. You have to adapt. Nobody needs to adapt to you.
Yeah.
Ugh, right?
It's fun, but
Yeah.
sometimes they kind of show it in a way that makes stuff stressful. But
Sure.
there's a couple times where I'm like, oh my gosh, that made me all warm and flustered before I'm gonna go to bed. But it's fun. I'm really surprised that you're still like enjoying it. Like I thought you'd be done with it a while ago.
Okay.
But I'm like, oh, we can still watch this.
Uh-huh.
We have different taste in shows, and you watch a lot of TV that I don't really care to watch. But you get to do it all during your time. That's kind of what you want.
I can just like put in an earbud and watch a show while I'm washing the dishes or folding laundry.
Right. When you're doing stuff.
Nobody needs to know what I'm watching.
But so it's always good when we find something we both like.
Yeah.
And then we started the latest season of the what's it called?
Peaky Blinders.
Peaky Blinders, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Which is a fantastic TV show.
Yeah, it's riveting.
It definitely gets, like, I feel like some of the episodes, like seasons, have gotten better as you go. It's kind of like the Breaking Bad, where you're like, oh, where can they go from here? The last season was so good, and then they keep doing a better job.
Mm-hmm.
So we just watched one episode of that, though. Anywho, yeah, feels like there's been a lull in movies, though. New movies coming out that are exciting,
True.
at least for us. We keep promoting the Dune movie, and that's not until like October or November or something. I don't know. That's all right. We don't have to. We're not huge movie connoisseurs. You are. You love your movies.
I love watching movies, but yeah, I'm just as happy with a mediocre, entertaining movie as a movie that gives you all the feels and takes you on a journey, you know.
Yeah, and that's where I'm kind of the downer. Like, I don't know. I want movies that are experiences or just beautifully done. You know, really high acting or whatever. And it could be comedy. It could be, you know, serious or, you know, all kinds of different things. But
We watched Dumb and Dumber with our children.
yeah, it just,
So follow us for more parenting tips.
they don't get half the jokes in that thing.
Our daughter, who's 11, got a lot of them, and we just kept looking over each other like, sorry.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
was like, oh. It's a classic, though. It's good one to have in your belt as a kid, you know.
Yeah.
I was trying to tell our oldest daughter, I was like, now you can use a lot of these lines, and all the adults will know exactly what you're talking about.
Mhm. So you're saying there's a chance.
Yeah, that was kind of fun. We've landed on the moon. Well, shall we let these people get back to their lives?
Sure.
It was good hanging out with y'all. Thanks for sharing a pipe or a drink with us, and we'll see you sometime in the future when we get back together again. We'll try to make it happen, right?
When we get back together again?
Yes, you, us, the audience.
Sounded like we were getting a divorce or something.
No, I meant like we'd do a show again. Video recording of us two
When
chatting.
we all virtually see each other again.
Some point I kind of wanted to do the live. I know that Mike had suggested that, and I got some software to try doing it, but to be honest, that sounds daunting.
You like get on and play Truth or Dare.
Sounds like it. All right, well, goodbye, everyone.
Bye.
How about what we're gonna say a little bit? You need to jot a couple notes, or you know these things.
A couple what?
A couple notes, or
couple
you know
notes?
these things.
Well, I needed a drink to show off my mug that Eric made. Talk about our health scare last night.
Yeah.
And things we've been doing this summer. Talk about beers we've been enjoying. We haven't talked about beer together.
Which beers? Do you need to
Should I
grab
bring
them?
some out?
Yeah, I was
We
gonna
can
say,
do
do you
that.
need to grab them?
Like these?
Sure. Are those the ones you've been enjoying?
What?
I said, is that also one you've been enjoying?
Look at how naughty the picture is. Dominator. It's very problematic.
To talk about my seller video.
Yeah.
I was also thinking about slipping in the VR kind of to Kevin, the Hobbiton Piper, about
What's that?
the movie scenes that made us
Oh, yeah.
react.
But we can't talk about every movie because the last video we did or the one before that, we talked about movies for so long.
Is that bad?
I just feel like we don't want to be a one-trick pony. People are like, they are really into movies.
Well, we don't have to talk about it either.
Well, I think that'll be good if you want to just do both.
I could do it in my next video too.
Okay.
Whatever. I guess we'll see where it goes.
Start?
Sure.